Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Infinite Lessons of Life. I want to talk about a subject that I'm sure most of us are very curious about. And the subject is, why do we keep getting the same crystals or same type? Example, clear quartz. If you're into crystals, more than likely you have a collection of them. Everyone collects various crystals for a variety of reasons, but some of us collect multiple crystals in the same type, such as clear quartz. A lot of us are drawn to the crystals that most resonate with our energy field. And in the case of clear quartz, I myself too have tons of this particular crystal. But it's not just clear quartz. You may have a sizable collection of rose quartz or maybe another big collection of amethyst as well. I remember when I first started getting into crystals, it was never like it is now, at least for myself. Back then, it would be one of just a few select that I was drawn to. But over the years, either my crystal appetite has grown and or telepathically, I've opened myself up more to crystals on many levels. That creates this draw going both ways to and from me and the crystal. It could also be a vast combination of factors involved as well. I've noticed if you're drawn to several different types of crystals, those are the ones you need to be working with to help your inner growth mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And if you have more than one of a certain type, you need to pay attention, closer attention to what this is actually telling you. Clear quartz has so many different shapes, forms, sizes, and formations, which you truly can't lump all of them under its original description. The variety of shapes, forms, sizes, and formations have different functionalities to them. For example, a sphere radiates energy in all directions. And this is a very big rose quartz sphere that I have. I love it. I had it out in the garden for a bit, but I took it out of the garden because I don't want the color to fade, because this can fade in sunlight if left in it too long. So it comes under, it's in the house, it's in the patio, and so forth. Clusters, the energies are emitted in the direction outward of every point situated within the cluster. So this cluster here is a Himalayan quartz cluster. In this cluster I have here is a Lemurian quartz cluster. Each point, there are striations on all sides of them. It's a very beautiful cluster. Very beautiful. Pyramids, the energies are usually focused at the apex, the very top. This pyramid here is a shungite pyramid. I utilize shungite outdoors with me, especially if there's storms, lightning, and my dog gets very afraid. So I have this around her during those times, and most of the time I do. I truly love using shungite because it has so many different healing properties and energies to them. It does not only protect you, but it's a very grounding stone as well, and there's so much more properties to shungite. It is a stone from Russia, and I seemingly love stones from Russia. Heart-shaped specifically target and work with the heart of an individual. Oh shucks, I forgot to bring out my heart-shaped. Double terminated allows the energies of the crystal to move and flow both ways through the double terminated crystal. And this here is a double terminated light smoky quartz. So this is excellent to utilize in your healing practices. A lot of healers do have double terminated, and there are many ways to use your double terminated crystals as well. All of these are excellent to use in healing. With just a few examples here, you'll start to become aware of how each shape, size, form, and formation will actually affect your healing process from a different perspective. Your clear quartz will still carry its original properties, but now when they're in different forms, there's a more refined structure to its properties. Additionally, the location where each crystal comes from is different, making that crystal even more different from each other, as in Tibetan or Himalayan quartz crystals, which are found in the Himalayan or Tibetan mountains. The area is pristine, very difficult to access, and can only be done on foot to mine these crystals. Tibetans and Himalayan crystals are known as holy and sacred crystals, accessible only to monks or those who can make the trek to mine these. And they can only be mined by hand because access is impossible for trucks and heavy equipment. The Himalayan and the Tibetans are here. These are black Tibetan quartz. They are double terminated. Each one is double terminated, and I purchased this directly from the miner who was one of the vendors at the 2018 Tucson Gem Show. When you have a lot of crystals in one type, there's a reason, and that crystal is trying to get your attention and communicate with you on something deeper that you may not be aware of. Pay attention to this, because your crystals have messages specifically for you. Before I forget, this is Violan, Violan. It is from Russia. It is a very beautiful stone. I truly love this stone. I utilize this stone in my healing practices. And what it does is, as you carry this with you, it allows your client to let go and release everything that is and needs to surface out of them. And it's amazing because they end up healing themselves at the same time. They bring everything and anything up from out of them, out of their emotional body, their mental body, their physical body, and they talk about everything, they discuss everything, their deepest worries, deepest fears, and then it is as if this stone literally is working on them through me by allowing them to come up with their own resolutions to their issues that they are having, and allowing them to see a lot more clearer with the greatest of clarity. This is it for my video. I'd like to thank you all for watching my video, and subscribe if you wish to, and give me a thumbs up if you like what you see, and leave a comment if you want to know anything else or have any other type of videos to be videotaped. Thank you for watching. Aloha.